Welcome back to another video, everyone. Thanks for tuning in into episode 4 of my life. Glad to have you guys back. It took a pause over the weekend, went golfing, went to church obviously. It was Father's Day yesterday, so got to spend some time with my dad and got him some fishing stuff, new fishing rod. So it was a good weekend overall. Earlier in the week on Friday afternoon, hang out with some friends, and it was just overall a good weekend. So excited to be back. I'm filming this on Monday, but this video is going to go live on Tuesday, as I do post every Tuesday and Thursday now for the season of my life. So once again, thanks for tuning in. Before we get started, make sure you guys drop a like on this video, comment below if you enjoyed this video in the beginning actually at all. If you enjoyed it, drop that comment below and let me know what topics you also want me to produce and what type of content you want me to produce here on my channel and everything. So this is kind of going to be a different video than I would normally and typically would post. It's going to be another sit-down video. I know, like I said, this season is kind of getting slow into it, but I'm just getting in the rhythm of posting and uploading and shooting content. But this is a topic that I've had requested a couple different times via private messages and things that people want my personal advice and what I think on the specific topic of relationships in 2020. So this video is going to be all about relationships, issues, good things, bad things, just all the good and the bad, all in a short little video. So let's get into it. So the number one issue with relationships in today's world is So the number one issue with relationships in today's world is communication. So it's something that's so simple, but it is so valuable and so important in a strong and good relationship that there's just the best communication possible between, even in friendships. So not everything is going to be directed towards directly a specific relationship with a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it may be. This could even go towards friendships, but the biggest thing in a relationship specifically is communication. If the communication is just not there and it's not the best, then there's going to be times where one party of the spoken relationship may not understand, or they might get confused, or they might just not be thinking straight just because of the communication just might not be there. Now, that being said, that doesn't mean you have to be talking 24/7 all the time. You don't have to be talking 24 hours a day. That's not what I mean by communication. But if someone goes and do something, or they're away for a while and they don't check up for days or weeks or whatever, obviously that's terrible communication. Now, if it's a set thing where you say, hey, I'm going to be spending time with the guys, or I'm going to be spending time with the girls or my friends or whatever it may be, I'm going to be out in the woods, I might not have communication, we're going to have that distance for a few days or a week or whatever it may be, then that's one thing. But if it just goes where things are just dry and it obviously shows that something's not there, one of the parties is just not putting in an effort, and that's where it goes back into kind of energy wise. If one of the parties is putting a lot of energy in and another party isn't really, then it's pretty much never going to work, in my personal opinion, just because you can't give all your energy and never take some from someone, because then it's just going to end up draining you. Now, it might not be right away, it might not be within weeks, months, years, but eventually you're going to feel drained, if that makes sense. So after a while, you will feel drained if you're just giving energy or you're never accepting any from your partner. So both sides of a relationship, friendship or actual relationship, need to be able to give energy to each other. And when that does happen, you'll feel a stronger connection. You'll feel someone, you can connect with that person, so you can actually just feel that something is there with them, and you'll be able to grow with them as well. So that's the biggest thing, is growing in a relationship. Is if you have someone that is just taking energy, you're never going to be able to grow yourself, because you're always giving out energy. But if you're giving some and they're giving some back, you guys are going to be able to grow together and work through things and build yourself stronger. So going off that, you also have to understand that when you get in a relationship, there's, and this is a book that I've been kind of listening to and everything, how it starts off is when you get in a relationship, there's something called the as is as a person. So what it talks about in a store, when you go to a store and you see something on the clearance aisle, it has a typical little sticker or something that says as is. So what does that mean? So when you go and buy that product off the clearance and it has the as is sticker, it means something is wrong with that product, or someone's returned it, or it's got something that's just damaged about that product. Knowing that being said, that's why it's kind of marked down and has the as is sticker. So you know when you purchase that product, it's as is. You can't return just because it has that baggage or that damage or whatever it may be. So that goes and pertains to a relationship. When you're getting in a relationship with someone, everyone has as is. So they're as is. So what that means is everyone's gone through things. They have issues that they're struggling with, or problems that they've gone through. They've been hurt, they've been damaged, they've gone through a lot in life, and they're all as is. So when you get in a relationship with someone, you have to accept that they are as is. So you can't get in a relationship with someone that you're expecting to change, because it's never going to happen. If you want someone to change, that's not how it should be. You should love someone and really like someone the way they are, even with their as is. So even if they have a lot of damage or things that hurt them, or have been cheated on, or whatever it may be, things that really carry and hurt them down, you have to accept that, and you actually have to offer some sort of, I don't know what the right word would be, but offer some sort of help to show them that you are okay with that as is, no matter what it is, and you're there to help them get through that as is. So whatever it may be and whatever as is they may have, you have to accept that, and you can't hope that it'll change, because if you're wishing that it'll change, it's just not going to work out in the end. So you have to understand that. Now, going off of that, relationships, it's 2020. It's very, very hard. The problem is a lot of people have as is problems. A lot of people have been cheated on, or have abusive parents, or drug addict parents, or don't have parents at all. So they have a lot of damage and a lot of baggage that just really hurts them. So they're trying to find someone that's they can connect with and share those memories, because a lot of people, they have trouble going out there and talking, trusting people, because trust is a huge thing that's hard to gain now with people, and especially myself. It takes a lot for me to trust someone, and I honestly have trust issues from things that have happened in my life and things that I've been through. So that's one thing that I struggle with personally, that a lot of you guys can probably relate to, is trust issues. So it's hard to truly trust someone, and in a relationship, trust is honestly the biggest thing, because you don't want someone to be going somewhere and then you can't trust them. You want to be able to let them, hey, go have fun. You can do whatever, and you can trust them fully or whatever. And then even with like emotional sides of things, you have to trust that they won't share those things that you spill out to them, or talk to them about, because it's obviously something that's very meaningful to you as a person. So if you go and tell them and they go tell the world, then that's going to be something that's very difficult. Now, relationships, timing is everything. So a lot of things in going into a relationship is timing. So if the timing is not right, then the relationship might not just be right, because timing is really everything. You could be having the perfect life go on, and you're happy, and the time, it just goes in the dumps, and then you meet someone that's amazing, and the timing just won't line up, because you're in the dumps and you're not ready for a relationship, or whatever the situation might be, so the timing's off there. Or if you're really focused on work, and like for me, specifically speaking, I am so focused on work, so focused on my passions and what I'm doing in life with business, and just growing and traveling and doing everything that I want to do. I'm so focused that right now I do not think is the time for a relationship for me. Now, I have found some people that I truly think are amazing people in the past and now, and just, I mean, in the future I will too, but I don't know if the timing is right now. I'm a religious person, so I always pray about it, and I talk about it and everything, and I just kind of weigh my options. And there's been times where I've also thought, wow, why would I pass up something that's so good? So you have to kind of weigh your options and really see what you're trying to do. If it lines up for both people, then it might be an option that's viable and that will work out. But for me personally, I really am on the fence right now because I truly do not know. Now, there's people that you really care about, really like, and just are honestly amazing, the most perfect person for you. But if the timing is just not right, then it just might not be right. Now, it's hard because, like for me personally, I don't necessarily have anybody right now or anything, and I am perfectly fine with that. I've literally said I'm so fine with being single the rest of my life, just because I love to work, I love to grind, I love to travel, I love my friends, I'm happy. But now that being said, there's always that time where you want affection, you want to share time, you want to hang out with people, you want to hang out with someone special, you want to spend that time, that quality time with someone special, someone that makes you happy, someone that makes you smile, someone that just gives you joy and happiness in your life. So you kind of want that affection. So that's one thing that, like me personally, I don't know if you guys can relate to this at all, but I'm happy being single, but at the same time I do want that affection with someone. I want to be able to spend time, go on dates, I want to do all that, but not necessarily be tied down or anything, which is kind of confusing. So right now I've been just trying to pray about it and weigh my options overall on what to do. And I'm sure so many of you guys out there can relate to that same exact situation where you found someone that's just honestly so amazing and so perfect, and you want to explore more with them and spend more time with them, but at the same time you're fine being single. You're happy. You still have a lot of things that you want to do, a lot of things that you want to work on yourself to make yourself better so you're ready in the future. But that person comes in your life when you're trying to build yourself. So you kind of have to find a middle ground and see what you personally want to do, because everyone's situation is going to be completely different. My situation is going to be different from yours. Your situation is going to be different from mine. So it really comes down to you, and you really just have to think about what you want to do in that specific situation that you are in and kind of go from there, I guess. So relationships are very hard. And you just got to have that communication, trust, and timing, and make sure you're giving the right energy to someone. And if you know someone really likes you, then you either have to you got to talk to someone, because I know, like for me personally, and I know other experiences that other people have gone through and everything, that it's kind of so hard for someone to like you and you not like them back. It's a rough subject to go about, I guess. And I've been in this position where someone has liked me and I personally have not liked them back. And the best thing you can honestly do is just be straightforward with them and tell them what's going on. That way you're not beating around the bush or kind of hiding things. But that's kind of like the basis of it, I guess, so to say. Relationships, it all goes down to relationships in 2020 currently are very complicated, very hard, because a lot of people just are all over the place. They've been hurt, they have as-is, like I said, so a lot of people have hurt, they have that damage in their life that just affects them truly so much. So if you like someone, really share that moment with them, share time with them, spend time in. That does not mean you have to be in a relationship. Like I said, timing. So you can be super good friends, almost like you're in a relationship, but you just don't have the actual title. So you could be hanging out, going on dates even, but just spending time with each other because there's someone that makes you happy. If they make you smile, then do it. If they make you happy, then hang out with them, spend time with them, because that's really what matters. If you can find a connection with someone in any way, then explore that. Worry about the relationship things down the road. Build time. A lot of people, they jump into relationships too quick. They'll meet someone and then within a month or weeks or 2 months or 3 months get in a relationship. And I personally think that could be too soon. I personally would rather meet someone, hang out with them, explore life with them for a couple months or a year or whatever it may be. And then over time we can say, you know what? I really enjoy this. I really love spending time with you, and I actually want to see what the future could do with it when things are actually official. So you can be really close friends with someone and then kind of let it grow from there. So don't always have to rush into relationships. So that's just my thing, is kind of going off of that. Now, this is kind of a longer video than I've normally put out in the past couple videos, so I'm just going to end it soon. If you guys want more videos like this and more talking about relationships or whatever it may be, drop in the comments if you have any questions, if you agree, if you disagree. Like I said, even if you disagree, drop in the comments. I want to hear that. Drop it on my Instagram, do whatever it may be. I want to connect with you guys and see what I can come of this channel and see what this video might do about your life, and whether you guys liked it, whether you disliked it, or whatever it may be. So thanks for tuning in to another video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on relationships. And remember, it all comes down to your personal life and your personal experiences and personal things that you're going through. So you don't have to accept everything that I said. You don't have to agree. You can kind of put it in your own words and kind of go about that. But once again, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next video.